So let's take a look at what's new in H2R Graphics version 2.2. And the first thing you might see when you open the application is there's now the ability to upgrade to a Pro license. So if I open up this window here, it just pops up a little pop-up where I can learn more about H2R Graphics Pro, and I can also enter a license key that I purchased, and I'll just grab one in a second here and enter it into the application. But you'll see that this Pro license unlocks a few things along the way. So I've entered my Pro license here, and I'll take a look at a few other things that are new in this version of H2R Graphics. One of them, if I just close down that, is I can now do something called a big timer. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So I've got my output window on the side here, and I have just created a big timer, and it's going to be a 1-minute countdown timer. Let me just dismiss that and show the timer. And here you can see by default it's in this circle mode, but there are a few other options on this Pro graphic. Circle mode, we have line mode, which shows a line counting down, and then we have a mask mode, which shows like a masked version of the big timer. This is super useful for something to show a presenter on screen, or maybe if you just want to up your graphics a little bit and your show's about to start. This is the idea behind a big timer, which is unlocked with a Pro license. Something else that's been improved in this version is if I open up the launcher application, I can now actually rename a graphics project to be whatever I want. My new project. I just clicked on the name there, and I can say done on that, and I can make it be called whatever I want it to be called. And something else you can unlock with the Pro license is this new ability to add multiple projects. So project number 2 here, I can open that. Let's close that off again. And I can see I now have multiple graphics projects. I can store whatever I want in each one of these projects and then load it up whenever I'm ready to do that graphics gig. So maybe my live stream would be this one, and I can call it that. Close that off. My new project, maybe this is a client project, for example. And I have multiple projects. In the free version, you can only have one project, but in the paid Pro version, you can have these multiple projects and just store whatever graphics you want in each one. Something else added in this version is if you go to settings, you can now import and export all the settings. So in this case, if I export all the settings, I can move that to another computer, import all the settings into that other computer, and it's a nice way to move between different machines if you have multiple machines on hand. And finally, one of the other features in this version is that we have line height for each of the small and large text here. So it looks a bit funky right now, but if I just turn off the background color here, I'll just set this to be transparent, and I'll also just get rid of my border. And now you can see that with the line height options, I can really adjust things to be exactly where I want them to be. If I want to do some graphics that are a little bit different than previously, so I could do like one over top of the other. You just have a lot more options now in terms of placing your graphics on your own custom background. So that's line height. Also made lots of other little small improvements along the way, but you can discover those over on the download page, and you can also let me know if there's any issues along the way. So thanks for watching.